so what will be the definition of mutual fund? Who will say? Megha will say. What is the definition of mutual fund? Interview question. What's a mutual fund? What is the answer? Okay, they can expect higher returns, but do they always get higher returns? No. But the expectation is that it will give us a higher return than a normal bank fixed deposit, but it may not give us higher return. So therefore, you see in advertisement, they always say that mutual funds are subject to risk, and you can also, can you, at least principal, can you protect principal? Because the principal sometimes cannot be protected. Okay? So that's the thing. Now, can anyone who forms a mutual fund? Can Abhishek Dalmia decide to form a mutual fund and start a mutual fund with money from all of us? So who can start a mutual fund? Banks and institutions. So which are the institutions? Which are the institutions? Which institutions can start? No, sit down. Bishop, you have any idea who can start a mutual fund? Can you and Abhishek start a mutual fund tomorrow? Yeah, asset management company has to form, but then who can form a AMC? There are some restrictions on that. We are going to learn that as we go along. So it will form the AMC, but there are some restrictions. Finally, it has to be registered with SEBI. 4 of you cannot get together and start an AMC. It has to be registered with SEBI, and SEBI there are some criteria based on which only when you fulfill those criteria, then only you can form an AMC. Right? So one of the interview questions could be that why is it mutual? Because we are talking of mutually agreed goals. Like the mutual fund will attract people like you who are 21, 25. It's very different from the financial goals that a person with 70 years is going to have. They are looking more at safety, you will look more at returns. So the mutual fund will have different categories, and maybe a growth fund is going to normally enthuse you more, whereas income fund will attract a person who is 60 plus, right? So we'll have subcategories. It's not that one mutual fund and will all come together basically. Okay, that's the thing. That's what we call it with mutual objectives, mutual financial goal. It's a common, share a common or mutual financial goal. We have a similar investment objective, return expectations, risk profile, and investment time horizon. You can today look for a 20 years time horizon. A person with 60 is not looking for a. So there's a difference between your time horizon and a person who is 60. So again, that is not matching. The risk profile of yours and a 60-year-old person will be very different. The return expectations will be very different. Okay. And now look at, so this is what it is. The investors, people like you, are pooling your money, giving it to a fund manager of an AMC, who in turn will invest in the securities, which will be the stocks and bonds, debentures, etc. That will generate return, and the returns will go back to you. These are the unit holders sharing a common goal, and they pervade their money with the mutual fund. The mutual fund deploys the money with the stock market. The stock market gives it then back to the mutual fund, and mutual fund then gives it back to the thing. We also know that UTI was the first mutual fund, started off in 1964. But they were, today we have many more things than UTI. So today when you want to study the mutual fund industry, you have to know how it has evolved. There has been some phases in the growth of the mutual fund industry from what was 1964 to we are now in 2009. Why I am teaching you this history? Today you may say, sir, it's not relevant. Everywhere history is relevant. Whichever organization is going to go, please try to understand how it has evolved. It will help you always. So I am teaching you that mind, where you are always having that analytical mind to know things, how it has evolved and has come. And then only we will be able to predict the future also. Okay? So now we are looking at the first phase of the mutual fund. This is how the mutual fund looks like. Break a line of paper. See, if you see from 64 to 87, practically there is no growth. 23 years, and then phase 2 started. We know what's phase 2. It went up, and then a bit of stagnation, and then you see how it has grown. And then September 2008, you see the downturn will happen. Why did the downturn happen, Abhishek? Why the downturn in September 2008?
Because because there was a crash in the stock market.
Okay. And why was there a crash in the stock market?
Due to Lehman Brothers.
So that was the trigger. That the Lehman Brothers, you always going to remember, was like a cardiac arrest. Once Lehman Brothers collapsed, such a big institution, a more than 100 years old institution collapsed, it was like a cardiac arrest in the capital markets. So once that happened, the whole financial services went into a dizzy. And this is what we learn, that many people think that mutual fund is immune to basically any ups and downs. No. If the markets overall don't do well, even you are going to not do well in the mutual fund industry, because that's a part of the market. It is not beyond the financial market. Maybe what can happen, if you are a very good fund manager, the market falls by 10%, you will fall by 8%. That's great. Market has fallen by 10%, you fell by 8%. But normally what happens, we have seen is, market fell by 10%, the mutual fund falls by 12%. That's very bad. For the 14%, that's what really happens. Okay. So what we are going to do is, we're going to give a small project to understand this, that when the market fell, by how much did the mutual funds fall as a whole? Okay, so who will do that project? Any volunteer? Who will track this along with the census movement? Who will volunteer for that? Okay, so we'll give it to Shobhik. Shobhik will do it. Shobhik will tell us that, let's say September 2000 onward, the market fell by this much, but how much did you just try, you got this graph, now you try to see like how the market, at what rate the market fell and what rate the mutual industry fell. And we will see whether the mutual funds fell at a higher rate than the market or at a lower rate than the market. That is what we are trying to do basically. Okay? Okay. Right. Now the phases of the mutual fund. What are the phases? You look at this. Okay. Okay, who will read this? Shoaib, will you read this? Yeah.
The Indian mutual fund has passed through three phases. Phase first.
Four now. Okay.
Phase first. This was between 1964 and 1987, and the only player was the Unit Trust of India, which had a total asset of rupees 6,700 crore at the end of 1988.
Okay, the mutual fund industry, 64 to 87, 23 years, and most of you are around 23 years old now, roughly. So in 20 years, the mutual industry collected only 6,700 crores. Okay, okay. Hema, what is India's GDP? In India's GDP. Fair question to ask to a finance student. Roughly, what is India's GDP? 1.5. Okay, Hema will still get her, I think she's almost correct, maybe around $1.3 trillion. That is roughly $1,300 billion. We'll remember it like that. Okay, remember it like that. So phase 1 was only UTI 64 to 87. Okay, after that we have the second phase where the government was partially liberalizing. So the government did not want the private sector to come in. In 1987, the government allowed only the banks to float AMCs. We're talking now, Abhishek cannot float an AMC. So the government said, okay, let us have the banks coming in. So let's write down the second phase is the banks and the public insurance companies like the LIC, GIC. They were allowed to float the AMC. Okay? And the mutual fund grew to 61,000 crores. The third phase started from 1993. We said the private sector will come in. And the first private sector mutual fund, do you know the name of that? Kothari Pioneer. Kothari Pioneer was the first mutual fund. And by 2000, this had grown to more than 1 lakh crores. But there was a scam in UTI itself. UTI was the first mutual fund, there was a scam. It got bifurcated. One part was, UTI was beyond the purview of SEBI. So it was brought in purview of SEBI. It was broken into two, so you'll tell us all about that. And the assets by 2003 had actually declined to 79,000 crores. So it became 1 lakh crores, then it declined back to 79,000 crores by 2003. Okay? And the fourth phase is from February 2003. And then we had these foreign mutual funds coming in. It's a huge, huge growth story. So today we have grown to more than 7 lakh crores, right?